intentional you are about it. Today could be the day that you've been waiting for. It could be the time. It could be the time. It's all about what your intention is for today. Now, some people's today's intention, or intention for today, will be just to maintain, just to get through the day, right? Just to get to the nighttime for whatever. I don't know what you have planned for the day, but it could just be to get through the day. And listen, I only say this because I've been there multiple times. I was there last week a couple of times. Like, let me just get through today. But today I decided that I'm going to be intentional about how successful my day is. I was just on the phone with Tay, my best friend. I know who he is from the Giants Den, live from the Den. They'll be on later tonight at 7:30. He was talking about how he writes his thoughts on the whiteboard, and he writes out how his day is going to be tomorrow. And like I said, I've never really done that before. This is one of my first times ever doing it, planning for the next day, so that when I wake up, I already know what I need to do. I know how to make my next day successful, being intentional about the success of my day. So what are you planning for today? How do you expect today to go? There's the question. How do you expect today to go for you? Do you expect today to be the best day ever? Do you have that expectation? What do you think today is going to bring for you? What do you think today is going to do for you? Do you think you're going to meet somebody new today? Do you have any plans of success today? Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. What do you need to do today to make today a successful day? What do you need to do today to make sure today is successful? I know that's kind of a scary question, but I'm going to ask again. What do you need to do today to make sure that you have a successful day? What does a successful day look like? First of all, let's start there. What does a successful day look like to you? Do you draw it out? Do you say, man, this is what's going to make today successful for me if this happens? What are your intentions? Do you have intentions for today? Now, we start with today, and that carries over to life. This weekend, I was able to spend some time in Newport Beach, and man, I'm going to tell you right now, I was so inspired. So inspired. I was so freaking inspired by what I seen. I mean, from the homes to the people, to the neighborhood, to the environment, to the food availability. I was so freaking inspired that all my doubts, everything that I had didn't matter. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Let me take off this jacket because I think I'm about to get into it. I was so freaking inspired that everything that was making me feel like I couldn't make it, like I couldn't do it. I'm gonna have a moment of transparency with y'all. Keep Good News was doubtful. I had moments of doubt last week, and I'm telling you this because it's a real situation. I had moments of doubt. I was faced with a lot of challenges that I've never been faced with before. I was tested. My heart was tested. My desire was tested. My motivation was tested. My inspiration was tested. I started looking for answers. I was reading books, trying to find audios, trying to find some type of answer. They say, searching you shall find, and sometimes when you're searching, that's just the part that you have to start with. But searching is not actually going to look for it. Searching is just keeping your eyes open sometimes. Sometimes when you search it, it's just about keeping your eyes open, recognizing opportunities, recognizing the inspiration when it shows up, recognizing where the motivation is when it's right in front of you, or sometimes it's not right in front of you, sometimes behind you. You just got to just keep your eyes open. Just be aware. Be on the lookout. I was in Newport Beach, and I saw what I needed to see. And, sometimes you got to see it. A lot of times you got to see it to believe it. Even if you saw it before, you got to see it again. You got to see it again and again and again and again. It's not enough to hear something one time. It's not enough to read something one time. It's not enough to be successful one time. I know Kev out there listening, we got a song called Not Enough. One time, not enough, my friend. You got to win multiple times. One time is not enough. Seeing it one time is not enough. Reading a book one time is not enough, because I say it all the time. Inspiration doesn't last very long. Inspiration comes and it goes. You're inspired and then you're uninspired, right? You're motivated and then you're not motivated, right? You're happy and then you're not happy. It is about re-energizing your own motivation, re-energizing your own faith. It's not enough just to have faith once. It's enough. You have to continue to have faith. So therefore, you got to kind of be intentional about keeping that type of motivation in front of you. I think I said a couple of shows ago, when things go south, what do you do then? What do you do when it goes? What do you do when you fall flat? See, now I understand. We all talk about taking L's, right? I don't think most people actually take a lot of L's. I think we all talk about it, but people don't take L's because they don't put themselves in situations to lose. And I'm going to tell you right now, to be in a situation to win, you must be also in a situation to lose. I'm going to say it again. In order to win, you got to be in a situation to lose. And a lot of times, you got to lose first. Now, there's such thing as beginner's luck, but often you got to lose first. And then listen, hold on. I don't want to go past this. When you do catch the L, it's not over. There's this war at hand. The war is called life. You're at war with time, ladies and gentlemen. What does that look like? That means you want to complete all the things you want to complete. You want to accomplish all the things you accomplish before you leave, before you check out. We're at war with time. So every single issue, every single L that you take is just a part of the war. It's not the war itself, it's just the battle. But never confuse the battle with the war. Don't confuse the battle with the war. Now, I'm saying this not just for y'all, but I'm saying it for myself as well. Don't confuse the battle with the war. Every L you take is just a part of the war. It's just a battle. For all the money you lose, it's just a battle. Every time you fall flat, every time it doesn't work out. Listening to a podcast over the weekend, I was able to learn the story of Boom Chicka Pop. And I know if y'all have seen it in like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, but it's like a gluten-free popcorn. It's super popular. Just listening to their story and learning all the trials and tribulations. And I'll tell you all the time, I love listening to stories of entrepreneurs, of business builders, of creatives who have went through the struggle, went through the story. And by the way, it took them like 16 years to get to where they were. 16 years. And it's crazy. Like most people would try things for 1, 2, 3, even 4 years. Then they say, oh, it's not going to work. They give up. They let it go. You lose the war when you quit. I'm going to say it again. You lose the war when you quit. And you're losing the war when you're not actively working to win the next battle. You lose the war when you're not actively working to win the next battle. Now, what most people don't do, and I'm learning this now, is becoming a businessman. I've never been a businessman before. I'm being honest. I'm learning now how to be a business person. This is my first time being a businessman. I've never been a businessman before. I've just been an entrepreneur. I've been a creative. So now I'm learning business. Seriously. You have to strategize for the next battle. And most of us are not taught how to strategize. I'm going to give you an example. Everyone talks about starting a business, starting an LLC, but nobody talks about how to maintain it. Nobody talks about how to grow it. Everyone's convincing you to go and work for yourself and go and start your business. Everybody knows how to start. But how do you maintain? How do you build? How do you grow? How do you make it successful? It's all about intentionality. I got a question for you, small business owners. Do you want to be a small business owner? And that's okay. It's all about your intention. How big do you want to get? Let's answer the question. How great do you want to be? How big do you want to be? How great do you want to get? Seriously, what is your intentions behind it? Do you just want to make enough? Like, what is the plan? What is the goal? What is the map? And listen, the reason why I'm saying this is because I think when I had started this whole thing, my intentions were different. And that's how most people are. They start with different intentions and then it evolves over time, right? When I started originally, I just wanted to do this for myself. I said, hey, I want to make some money. You know, I think I want to just do what I want to do. I want to be happy with what I'm doing with my daily life. My intentions now are much different. Now my intention for this company is to grow a multi-billion-dollar company. How do I do that? Well, now I have to create a new strategy because I have a new intention in mind. I have a new goal. I have a new purpose. So the strategy must change, ladies and gentlemen. The strategy must change. What is your strategy to becoming bigger? What is the strategy? What is your intention? Now, I know it's not everybody's mood. I know it's not everybody's thing to be great. Well, you have to be honest about where you want to go with whatever it is you're trying to do. I don't care what it is you are trying to do. If you're a doctor, if you're an educator, does not matter. What are your intentions for what it is you're trying to do? What are the intentions? Where do you want to end up? And going back to my trip to Newport, I was looking at these homes. I said, God damn, this is where I want to end up. And I said, hey, Keith, if you want to end up in one of these homes, let me tell you, man, these homes were crazy to the point where I'm looking at houses out here, right? I'm looking at homes, you know, obviously around the LA area, and they're super expensive. They are nice, but they're not like those homes that I was seeing, right? And I said, wow, this is where I want to go. Is this the type of home you want, Keith? Is it truly? Then what is your strategy to get this home? What is the strategy? And I said, man, I don't know if I actually have a mapped out strategy to get to this point. And I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why you don't know what to do, the reason why you don't know what to do next or where to go or how to go about it, because you don't have a full out strategy. And maybe you don't have a full out strategy because you don't have an actual destination. You don't have a full intention. What is your intention with what you're trying to do? And mind you, it don't have to always be about money. For me, right now, it's about money. It's about business. That's the first goal. Let's create a successful, big, multi-billion-dollar company, business. Second, My second intention is to put people on. Put people on. I want to give people an opportunity because I didn't have one. I want to create opportunities for people where people are not creating opportunities for. But understand that my intentions have changed. So what comes first, ladies and gentlemen? It all depends upon you. What are your intentions with what you're doing? See, I've said it before. It's not necessarily always about the money. It's about what the money could do. You know, once again, I'm gonna go back to this Boom Chicka Pop story because it was so amazing when they did their first sell of the company, when they sold like half of the company or whatever. They was able to man, listen, they distributed millions of dollars to the people who worked for them. They distributed millions of dollars to people who work for them. And I'm not talking about a paycheck. They was getting paid already. I'm talking about they distributed millions of dollars to those people who helped them build. They changed people's lives with the money that they got. That's what I'm in it for. You know what I can, you know how many lives I can actually change with multi-billions of dollars? Y'all not, I don't know. Maybe y'all selfish. I don't know. But for me, you really trying to put people on. You really trying to help people. Everybody swear they trying to help people. You know how you can help most? I'm not saying all people, but most people. There's only really two ways you can help them: financially and health. Financially and health. Two ways. That's probably the most. You can't help people more ways than that. Health and wealth. Best way to help people. So my personal journey to help people, the people that I know, I don't know, you know, I can only help the people that in my proximity. I don't know everybody in the world. But my intentions now are different. It's totally different. So what are your intentions with your goals? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, thank you so much. Top of the morning to you. We're talking about what your intentions are, what it is you're trying to accomplish. What is your real goal? Do you have a strategy? Any of y'all play chess? I know some people, I know Kev, he probably listens, he plays chess. It's quite good actually too. But chess is such a game. And for those who don't know how to play chess, I suggest you spend time learning how to play chess. And if you don't play chess, I'll use another analogy of Monopoly. Monopoly is a game of strategy. Now, some people roll the dice and they buy whatever they land on. And I'm not saying the strategy is wrong. I'm just saying that there is a strategy. Some people are intentional about what they want to buy already on the board. They say, hey, I want to save up my money. I want to buy a Boardwalk. I want to buy a Park Place. I want to get hotels. Some people don't buy nothing. They say, I want to hold all my money. I want to get as much money as I can first, and then with whatever your strategy is. Now, I realize that some people's intention is not to win the game. No, I'm serious. When people play Monopoly, some people don't think about the entire war. They focus on the battle. They focus on, let me get the property. They're not focused on, how can I win this game? How can I win this game? What do people land on the most? What's the best strategy to win the war? So what is the best strategy to win the war? What is your strategy to accomplish your real goals? What is the strategy? What is the play call? Do you have a playbook? Another analogy, sports. I don't know if any of y'all play football or not. I like to use football over basketball because basketball, a lot of it you can, you know, really supersede strategy. Not all the time, but sometimes you can supersede strategy with athleticism, which is pure athleticism. But in football, it's 11 guys and everybody has to do a job. So the strategy is so important. The center has to hike the ball correctly to the quarterback. The quarterback has to throw the ball correctly to the receiver. The receiver has to be in a correct spot. and catch the ball. Everybody has to do their job. And if we don't come out with a strategy, nobody's going to know what to do. We say on this play, we should get 6-7 yards. On the next play, we should get 5 yards. It's the strategy to win the game. Do you have a strategy? Do you have intentions? Are you intentional about what you're doing and where you're going? When you do become intentional, things change. The number one thing that changes your confidence in what you're doing. And I'm gonna tell y'all this from experience. Once again, when I didn't know what to do next, my confidence drops. This is real talk. When I don't know what to do next, when I don't know what to do, my confidence is shot. K Cannon's in the chat. He said 100, one win is not enough. One loss shouldn't be either. Absolutely. I'm so glad you said that. One loss ain't enough. One loss ain't enough. See, I said this before too. How many times can you lose? As many times as you want to. How many times do you need to win though? Not many. Jordan played what? I don't know how many seasons he played, but I'm just gonna say I'm just throwing a number out there. Let's say 18 seasons. He only won 6 rings. Kobe played 20 years. He only won 5 rings. And seen as one of the greatest to ever touch the floor. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't need to win. You're gonna win less than you lose, but you can lose as many times as you need to catch the win. The loss usually is never greater than the win if you're strategizing correctly. Because that one win will supersede so many losses. It will supersede so many losses. But so many people are so afraid to lose that they really won't give themselves a chance to win. Oh my God. So afraid to lose, they won't give themselves a chance to win. And when you do that, you are just forfeiting anyways. One thing that you cannot do is forfeit. I don't care what happens, forfeiting is not allowed. My people, forfeiting is not allowed. Forfeiting is not allowed. You must try. You cannot forfeit. It's not allowed. It's not acceptable to forfeit. Losing is okay. Forfeiting is not okay. Forfeiting is failure. Losing is lessons. You know, this past month, I learned a $5,000 lesson. Seriously, within the 30-day period, I learned a $5,000 lesson. Took a loss on $5,000. I'm just being transparent with y'all. Hard lesson. When you're a small business as such as mine, $5,000 is a lot of money. $5,000 can change a month. Let me ask you a question. What can $5,000 do for you this month? It'd be nice, right? Lesson learned. You know what I said? I said, I'm glad I lost this $5,000 because I guarantee you, now that I learned this lesson, I won't lose $5 million. Lesson learned. Challenge accepted. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all go out here and y'all enjoy y'all Monday. Make the best of it. Catch the W. But you got to catch the L's first. Just be intentional about what it is you're trying to learn. Don't be afraid to learn the hard lesson. The hard lesson, a lot of times, will give you the win you've been asking and waiting on. Until Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, Y'all go out here and be great. And make sure today is the best day of your life. I'll see y'all next time.
Don't cry.